I'm about to be explaining exactly how to turn your trades into money by focusing on the process. What is the process? That's exactly what I'm gonna go over. Got everybody joining up slowly.
We here to work. I'm not here to enjoy the weather today. The weekends are for getting ready for Monday to go to Friday. I'm trying to have another 5, maybe even a 10K week.
I want to be able to make money to give to my parents, to be able to give to my brother, to be able to retire everybody.
That's always why the intention is always going to be everything. Like, you always got to ask yourself, what is the intention behind the trade?
So it's about turning your trades, turning your skill into real life cash and money.
Don't focus on getting your first payout this week. Don't focus on getting a payout this week. Focus on the process. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm Andre Diaz, 22-year-old day trader. Right now, it is Sunday morning. I just got off a call with one of my students. I didn't record it just because it was an early call. I was a little bit tired and I didn't feel like recording the intro to the video, but now I'm more awake. I got the call started with the full team. We're about to have our group call. I'm about to be explaining exactly how to turn your trades into money. It's one thing to be a good trader, to be able to read the market, to be able to have a good idea on how to make money, but that's completely different from actually turning it into cash that you can use to buy things such as the watch, such as the ring, such as an apartment, such as a car, such as a Gucci, whatever you want to buy. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever you want to buy, whether even when you buy fucking groceries, you want to buy a farm, whatever you want to buy, you need real cash. How can you turn your trades into real cash? By focusing on the process. What is the process? That's exactly what I'm gonna go over with the team. If you wanna join the team, if you wanna work with me one-on-one to get access to all these group calls, get access to the one-on-one calls, access to the course, content course, trading everything to change your life to make your first 5 figures trading, first link in the description. But with that being said, I'm gonna give you some clips from the team. Let's have a great day. Let's have a busy day. Let's have a good working day. No days off. Got everybody joining up slowly. 21 people. We're gonna see what we can do.
I'll write it down in here. This right here, see this? The master plan. The master plan. We better write it inside of here. All comes down to systems. Systems is going to be everything. How can you get your first payout? How can you get to the point of being able to make money? Okay, I guess we're going to use this pen. Does the black not fucking work? It all comes down to systems. In trading, right? What are the main systems? The main system when it comes to your trading that's going to be able to continuously keep making you money long term is going to be obviously your setup. That's going to be the number one thing. Without a proper, this pen is fucking ass. This is probably from the fucking dollar store. Why don't I got pens? The fuck is this? Setups. The setups is going to be key because the setups, like I said, is going to be able to be the one thing that you're able to come to the charts and constantly see over and over. The setups is going to be the main thing that is, for one, repeatable. And since it's repeatable, it's going to be something that every week, every month, every year, there's going to constantly be opportunities. Now, keep in mind, when you have a setup, that doesn't mean you're going to get the setup every single day. That doesn't mean you're going to get the setup every single session. But you just want to have something that is going to happen more times than less. How do you have something that's going to happen more times than less? Backtest. Get experience with the market. I know that fair value gap fills are going to happen more times than less. I know false breaks are going to happen more times than less. I already know that. So the main thing when it comes to having a good trading system that you're going to be able to replicate is going to be setups that are repeatable. Setups that are repeatable, they happen often, which I guess you could label under repeatable. But then you want to also be effective. Like, it's one thing for you to have a complicated ass trading system, trading setup. You're looking for all these different things on a daily basis. I'm keeping it very simple, making it so the chance of me having high probability opportunities are far more likely than unlikely because I'm opening myself up to effective trades. I'm not looking for an EMA cross mixed with a fib, mixed with a false break, plus looking for a fair value gap fill, plus looking for the big figure level, plus looking for it to trade into a gap, plus I'm looking for it to trade into an inversion. I'm not looking for it to do 1,000 different things. I'm looking for 2 to 3 things that are going to be effective, that's going to keep on happening. So when it comes to the setups, repeatable, happening often, and it's effective. Now, once you have the setups, this is going to be the thing that you're coming to the charts and just applying. When you think of the setups, this is so far what I have right now, nothing crazy, just trading system setups, repeatable, happens often, effective. Don't mind my handwriting, I'm a typer, right? But the setups is going to be this, put it into perspective like this. It's like a cookie cutter. When you have a cookie cutter and you keep putting it into the dough, you're going to keep getting the same result. This is our cookie cutter. When it comes to our trading process system, I'm not gonna get in depth on what it is when it comes to the chart concepts, but when you have a trading setup and system, all you should be doing is applying, because you're likely gonna get the same result long term. When you have a cookie cutter, not every cookie is gonna come out the perfect cookie, but you're gonna get close enough to that result that you're trying to get, right? That's exactly what we're doing with the setups. This is gonna be the first step to trying to turn your trades into money, but this is all self-explanatory, but I'm still gonna go through everything. The setups, that's gonna be the main first thing. From the second thing, I want to say experience, but it's really going to be confidence, because the confidence is going to come from the experience. Why do you need confidence? Because I don't care what you got to say. Just because you study something doesn't mean you're good at it. Just because you did a whole lot of practice on something doesn't mean you're going to be confident. You need to see it real time. So when you have these setups, whether you're trading them on a demo account, a funded account, a funded challenge, a live account, you got to keep in mind, experience is going to be the most important thing. Getting experience with the setups, getting experience seeing how repeatable they are, seeing how often they happen, seeing how effective they are. Because the main reason I had the confidence to keep doing what I'm doing on a daily basis, not change my system, not change my strategy, and also understand that my system and strategy isn't the reason why I'm not completely rich, is because I have the confidence, because I see it happen over and over and over and over. I can go into the meeting recordings and find hundreds of examples that I've recorded, not even going into the market. I can find hundreds of examples that I've recorded myself. That is gonna allow me to have the confidence to what? Use the setup when I see it. Put it like this. What if you saw your setup, but you didn't have the confidence that it was gonna work out, so you just didn't take it? I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. I'm gonna put myself in a situation to where every time I see my setup, every time I see the opportunity, and I'm supposed, and I have basically an arrow to be able to shoot, I have a bullet to be able to shoot, I should be able to shoot it. And that all comes down to having the confidence. But how do you get the confidence? The confidence comes from demo trading, live trading, trading on a funded account. But the other way you want to say it is going to be forward testing, being there when it's happening, being able to spot the trade before it happens, being able to call the trade before it happens. So exactly what I'm doing 9 in the morning to 11 a.m. every day with you guys is exactly what you should be doing with us and by yourself, because that's going to give you confidence that I can't teach you. I can't teach you confidence. I can tell you what to look for, but from knowing what to look for, now you go look for it, and then you're going to breathe the confidence. But the confidence is going to come from the experience, whether it's on demo, funded, live. But the main reason you want to have the confidence is because when these setups show up, you just want to be able to do it. When you have the cookie cutter, you're not hesitant of, oh, I don't know if I want to put it in this area of the dough. Just do it anyway. In the worst case scenario, what? You fuck it up? It's just all risk reward. You're worried too much about the drawdown. What if you don't make it happen? What if you fail? What if you don't fail? What if you do make it happen? You pay attention to the good sides. Your life is what you make of it. You can focus on the negative, or you can focus on the positive. You can focus on the possible risk, or you can focus on the possible upside. This is all up to you. So first things first, the setups that happen often, that are repeatable, that are effective. From that, you're gonna get the confidence that's gonna come from experience that you get from a funded account, live account. And then from here, the main thing is you. This is gonna be the most important thing, the you aspect, because the first 2 parts of this were pretty self-explanatory, right? Like we already knew the first 2 parts, but the third part is always the part that fucks it all up. Because I can promise you, getting your first payout is not hard. Getting your first funded account is not hard. Winning your first trade is not hard. But you want to know a secret? If you could do any one of those, you could do any of them, right? If you could win one trade, you could pass a funded account. If you could win one trade, you could get a payout. If you could get a payout, you can get a funded account. If you can get a funded account, you can get a payout. Because the main thing that you got to understand, the main process, the main system that is going to be able to make your trades into money is going to be this right here. Let me see. Discipline. You guys probably already know this already, so if you do, good work. Discipline plus your system. In this case, what is your system? Your trading system, your trading plan, your trading strategy. You can use exactly what I do, or you can have your own, right? But in this case, let's just say my trading system, the false breaks for value gaps, looking for 1 to 2s with about 30 to 50 point stop losses, taking only at max 3 trades a day. If I take a win, walking away. If I take 2 wins, take 2 W's, I walk away. That's my system. That's what you guys know. That's what I show you guys every day. That's what I'm using. That's what a lot of you guys are learning. Discipline plus a system times time. So just like this. Just like that. Like I said, don't mind the handwriting. But trades in the money, discipline plus a system times time. That is going to be the basic formula for how you could turn your trades into money, right? So now, the the setups, that's going to be part of the system, right? The confidence, that's going to be part of the system, and time, right? Because you're only going to get confidence over time. You can only trade your session every 24 hours. right? I can't just keep trading New York session back to back to back to back to back. Once the New York session is over, I gotta wait again until tomorrow. That is a piece of time that is gonna always be there. There's always gonna be that gap in between when you're allowed to trade. So that gap in between trade is simply gonna be the time that you're gonna be getting experience. That gap is gonna be the time that you're learning to be more patient, the time that you're learning to be more disciplined. That's the time aspect. Time is one of the most important factors of life in general. But discipline towards your system, your setups over time, that is gonna equal success. And in this case, what is success when it comes to trading? When it comes to trading success, the main thing is gonna be making sure your wins are bigger than your losses. Making sure you win more than you lose. If you could do that, you can make money long term. I can promise you that it is not complicated. The main thing that's gonna be hard is this whole loop is gonna be, is the you aspect, the discipline aspect. The system, we all have that already. Most of you have a system that works. Most of you have won a trade before. If you could win one trade, you could win another trade. If you've won one funded account, you could win another funded account. A lot of the time, that's not the reason you are where you are. A lot of the time, for the beginner traders that have just started trading, that's where they are, trying to figure out the system, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work for them, all of that stuff. But for the person that's been trading a year, 2 years, a year and a half, 2.5, 3 years, a lot of the time, you've already put in enough time. You're already getting in sometimes, and time is only gonna keep on going, so you don't even gotta worry about that. The main thing that you're likely missing is the discipline part. The discipline, but that's like an umbrella. Discipline is gonna be a couple things, but it's mainly you. When you think discipline, think you. This is always the hardest part. Why is this the hardest part? Because this whole trading is you versus you. Like there's no you versus the market, it's you versus you. You versus your emotions. You versus telling yourself not to do something. What is that? Discipline. Discipline towards what? Your system. If your system tells you you're not allowed to take a third trade, you're not allowed to take a third trade no matter how you feel. No matter how close you are to passing that funded account, just because you want to pass, just because you want to feel good. If you're not supposed to do it, you're not supposed to do it. If you have in your trading rules that you're allowed to take advantage of the opportunity right now, then go ahead. But if you're not supposed to, you gotta have the discipline to not do it, because you gotta understand the things that you're gonna do on a daily basis, whether it's positive or negative, are gonna build the habits that you're gonna have in 5 years. If you're building the habit of after you take losses to overtrade, you're likely gonna be doing that later on in the future. If you're building the habit of every time you take a loss to try to take another trade that's risking more to try to make it back, you're likely gonna build that into a habit into the future. You gotta understand that it's you versus you. Nobody's gonna keep you from doing anything besides yourself. You already likely have the trading system. You already understand that it's gonna take time to get experience. You already know that there's time in between each session that you gotta wait. You already know all these things. The main thing a lot of times that's keeping people from being able to turn their trades into money is themselves. Because I know a lot of people, I have a lot of students specifically. I have a lot of students that have passed a lot of accounts. I have a student that has passed 15 accounts but hasn't got a payout yet. And that's not even like throwing shots, it just goes to show there's a lot of people that do the same stuff. I know a lot of people that have passed maybe 1 to 2 accounts. I know some people that have been on funded accounts for a couple months, but no payout, because it always comes down to the main thing. You can keep yourself in the game. You can win a couple trades. You can make sure your losses are managed until they're not. It always comes down to the one day where you go on tilt, the one day you over leverage, the one day you do some dumb shit that just takes you out the game.
All right, I am officially done with the. My brain just farted. I'm officially done with that call and everything. Good little call. Great talk. Like, I don't know where the game be coming from, because I told myself I was gonna write down like a script to kind of go over, and I had no script, and I ended up talking for 40 minutes straight on straight value, straight game. But I'm sure you guys already know that from the clips and everything. But like I said, I'm about to head to the gym, but I'm about to get this uploaded for all the people that want to know where all the meetings go. Whenever people miss the sessions or anything, they're able to come into here and I can upload them, and I have over 90 of the sessions uploaded. So yeah, it's a whole lot of game, whole lot of value. This video right here was probably 40 minutes long, so just another 40 minutes added to the vault on straight game. And then I just put the date, March 30th, 2025, trades into money. But yeah, and then add this to the vault. But now, let's get to the gym. All right, just got out the gym. I didn't record too much at the gym just because I was just trying to get the workout done. But I went to the store and got myself another Naked. Like I said, Naked, if you want to sponsor your boy, sponsor me. I'll get y'all right. But I'm also got a water. But I'm about to just really sit down, probably get to editing some of the content and stuff for the day. So far, we got a lot of this stuff done, but I do have a lot of one-on-ones later on today, so I kind of have like a break period in between now and having to start the one-on-one, so I'm gonna just take the time to chill out. I've been working since I woke up, so I'm gonna take a little break, drink my Naked juice, and then from there, we're gonna get back into work, trying to slowly get into everything. But yeah, so far it's a good day. It's not the brightest day, it's not the nicest day, but hey, who cares? We here to work. I'm not here to enjoy the weather today. The weekends are for getting ready for Monday to go to Friday. I'm trying to have another 5, maybe even a 10K week, no cap. I'm trying to buy more watches. I'm trying to go crazy. I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to send my parents money. Shit, man, there's a whole lot that I got on my mind right now. A whole lot of stuff I got on my mind. Especially after getting this watch, I realized how much I still got to do. Like, there's so much. Like, this watch is crazy because I'm walking around a whole bunch of people that have full gold watches, and I'm just here like, damn, levels to this shit. But neither here nor there, we're going to get to work. But if you want a little look at what I'm looking at right now, look at all those people over there chilling. Yeah, just enjoying the view. Beautiful Tampa, Florida. Beautiful Tampa, Florida. Sunday, we have a lot to do today. We have about 4 one-on-one calls with students later on today. It's a little bit of a light day. I got about 6 of them done yesterday. So if you want more free game, so you can get an idea what it's like to join the team, make sure you go check out yesterday's vlog. It was a whole bunch of free value, a whole bunch of free game on exactly how to change your life, and specifically how you can stop just passing funded accounts and actually get your first payout, actually turn it into real money. Everybody always focusing on being able to call trades, being good at reading the charts, being good at being able to be a trader. But guess what? We're doing this to be able to make money, to change our life, to change the people around us' life. I want to be able to make money to give to my parents, to be able to give to my brother, to be able to retire everybody, right? So it's about turning your trades, turning your skill into real life cash and money. All right, we're on to another call of the day. We're about to go talk to my boy Joel. We're about to go crazy on him. But yeah, I'm tired of shit right now. I'm just trying to get some food and stuff after being at the gym and just getting shit, you know, doing the normal shit that we usually do. I'm about tired of shit.
Good, Dre.
What's going on, Birdie? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. Same old shit.
Nah, yep, that is indeed a fact. That is indeed a fact.
Yeah, I made like one good trade for like $235. I forgot what I think it was on NAS 100.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday were good days. Monday, Tuesday
Yeah.
were 2 W days.
Yeah. And then Thursday, bro, I did bad. I'm not gonna lie. I lost like 500 on the demo, and then like that was stupid though, cause I was just like rushing trades. Like I had lost the trade, and I was like fuck. Like I was just trying to get my bread back, and then like.
That's
And then,
always why the intention is always going to be everything. Like, you always got to ask
Yeah.
yourself, what is the intention behind the trade? Is the
Yeah.
intention behind the trade because you're supposed to be taking it? Or is the intention behind the trade, I'm trying to, like you said, trying to make a loss
Yeah.
back. I'm trying to feel good. I'm trying to end my week on a banger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good to be aware of it, though, because awareness is the only
Yeah.
thing you're going to be able to have,
Yeah,
so
like-
that when it happens next time, you can be like, oh, last time when I was in the same
Yeah.
exact position, I did this. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Or even maybe you do the same thing again, but you're only going to learn from being in those
Nah, yeah.
situations.
Nah, yeah, like I was like, bro, I just fell to the fucking market with that shit, bro. Like,
Show me what will be to the left. Isn't it to the left that will have? Oh, it don't even have it loaded. Okay, so you got it essentially. Okay,
8,215.
so the lowest. Okay, how much you risk per trade?
And then one of the other trades, I would risk like 25 points. So like,
Scroll lower. Let me see like the P&L of the calendar. Humans, we don't really like the fact that we have to lose money. That every trade, it kind of feels like the end of the world. It's like a reason why we're not going to be successful. Reason why we're not going to be able to. It's like all these different reasons just that are like behind a loss, which is why we tend to try to make that loss back, even if it means risking $1,000 to make $100. We'll be willing to do dumbass shit just to get that feeling of feeling good, just to feel like, oh, okay, I'm good. I ended the week positive. I ended the week at break even. I got out of drawdown, whatever it may be. It's always the emotions. But like I said when I first called you, the intention is going to be everything, because that's going to be the easiest way to identify if you're doing something for the right reason. All right, we on the last call of the day with my boy Pedro. About to hop on the computer because Pedro is indeed, he's newer into his trading journey, so it requires a little bit more like detail and everything. So I like to call him on here because I can show him my chart and everything. It just works out, but we about to have a...
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
All right, so right now I'm about to go over the plan of action for this week. So right now it is approximately 8:40. It is March 30th. I don't know why I took a screenshot. It is March 30th and it is Sunday. As of right now, what is my goal for the week? Last week I made over $5,000 trading. This week I ideally want to do the same exact thing, if not more. When it comes to a winning trading week, on a good week, risking what I'm risking, closing my trades where I'm supposed to closing, not really counting if I hold a little bit more, which is always possible, I'm really putting myself in a position to really make about $6,000, maybe $7,000 in profit if I have a great week. Now, if I have a mid-week, I say $1,000 to $2,000 is really like if I have wins, have some losses, and it's like a mid-week. But when it comes to a very L week, the biggest and most I can lose when it comes to any given week. And when it comes to what I would lose, I'm putting myself in a position to only lose about $3,000 for the week if I do everything, manage risk correctly, and I have an overall shitty week and just lose every trade. But with that being said, when it comes to the system, the same stuff that you see me go over in yesterday's vlog when it comes to my system, my strategy, my price action, what I look for, keeping it simple for the people that don't know, I trade liquidity-based setups, I trade false breaks, I trade fair value gap fills. That's just keeping it simple. If you want more knowledge on that, click the free trading training in the description. It's completely free, but neither here nor there. I'm just looking to have a great week. The main thing that you guys got to understand, focus on the process. I always say this, but focus on the process. Don't worry about how much you're going to make from a trade. Don't worry about if you're going to pass this week, if you're not going to pass this week, if you're going to pass next week. Or when I say pass, passing a challenge, passing a combine, whatever you want to call it. Don't focus on getting your first payout this week. Don't focus on getting a payout this week. Focus on the process. Have a written down trading plan, trading journal, and just follow it. The byproduct of having a winning trading plan and a winning system and a winning strategy will be winning trades. So if you can win trades consistently and make sure that your losses are smaller than your wins, you will make money. It's not complicated. I can promise you that it is not complicated. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's not complicated. You just got to work on a daily basis on improving 1% a day. When it comes to the price action, when it comes to your risk management, when it comes to your emotional control, when it comes to you being more disciplined, more patient, more consistent, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And how do you build yourself and how do you build these habits? This is one way I've been able to build the habits that I have right now, to be disciplined enough to walk away from the L's, to be patient enough to wait for my setups, to be disciplined enough to walk away from one trade. And when I say one trade, one winning trade, meaning I'm not sticking around trying to force anything, having fear of missing out, is because I have a great daily routine that builds me in multiple different ways on a daily basis. The market's not open right now, and the market hasn't been open today at all. And I've been working all day long, staying busy, building the same habits that are gonna help me when it comes to my trading, reinforcing the same things such as discipline, patience, consistency with things outside of the trading realm that are going to help me in my trading, because trading is you versus you. You are the business. The market isn't going to make you money. You are going to take advantage of the market and you are going to make yourself money. Understand that. You are the key. You know what the secret to success is? You. You will make it happen for yourself. You just got to make it happen. But with that being said, we're going to have a great week. I'm going to go for a $5,000 to $6,000 trading week, see what we can do. So keep going for that $30,000 a month when it comes to trading. And then soon we'll get to 40s and the 50s and the 60s. And then soon we'll be at 100. But only time will tell. We're just going to focus on the process that got us here. If you want to work with me one-on-one, first link in the description. And I can guarantee I'll help you make your first 5 figures when it comes to trading. And like I said a little bit ago, the free trading training is also the second link. So check that out. Love you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's daily video.